Yes, one of them is going to be this clean air monitoring system, a 21st century air monitoring system, and the other one is going to be on water. The state has played kick the can down the road on water way too long. We got surface water issue in Louisiana, we got groundwater issue in Louisiana, and we got issues with abandoned wells in Louisiana. We got traces of arsenic showing up in certain places in the state where we've drawn the aquifers down, and some of this arsenic is from naturally forming. And we're going to have to take a look at how we're going to manage water. We're a state that's known for good food, locally grown food. And this is going to threaten our food source. So we're going to have to do something with water. There are many different opinions over there. There's some people in the legislature who wanted to keep a law alive last year that would allow us to sell water to Texas. Yet we've got problems with water in North Louisiana. We got over 6,000 abandoned oil wells. Those abandoned oil wells, they're not just dangerous from the wellhead that wasn't properly capped, but back in the day they built great pits. Those of you who are familiar with that industry, and those pits were left unlined and unattended, and they're still there, and they're getting into the water system. So air and water are definitely two of them, and then to continue to push on them cleaning up those abandoned oil wells. Last year, they allowed the landowners to do shape some kind of agreement with how they want to clean up old oil wells. Ladies and gentlemen, we will not get there. We got 6,000 on the state map. Some people say there's as many as 30,000 of them out there that are abandoned. The other thing the state is doing is we're allowing them to use abandoned oil wells as injection wells, put toxic production fluids in, like what they're doing in Houma. Remember the suit in Houma? All capital of the world, home of my good friend, Representative Dove, where the town sued the company not to use it as injection well, because the state of Louisiana law does not recognize production fluids as poisonous. Yet you can't drink it. If you pour it on a plant, it'll kill it. If you put fish in it, it'll die. And they want to put it in an abandoned oil well in less than a mile from a school in Houma. Our state agencies are not doing anything about it. They don't even regulate those abandoned wells. They don't even go out and inspect the pipes. And that guy, had the state law allow him to bring toxic fluids in here from Alabama and Pennsylvania, primarily fracking fluid, and pump it in an abandoned well in Louisiana. They did the same thing up in DeSoto Parish. So these parishes can't defend themselves against state agencies. And one of the other pieces you asked earlier about a piece of legislation, we think people in the community ought to have a right to say where a particular industrial activity happened in their parish. A lot of our parishes are not zoned. So you can have a brand new subdivision like we've got going on up around Walker, central Louisiana, just up the road, where they want to put a gravel pit in next to a brand new subdivision. And by state law, that's okay. That's okay. Or you go to Maury's, where they let Halliburton put a chemical plant in, and it's less than 1,000 feet from the front door of a home. 2 farm homes right near. So we got to have some regulations on where, and some say-so in the community on whether people want that activity to happen where they live. And that's what the big fight we got up in St. Tammany Parish. People who live in a kind of a resort community there, now they want to put a oil well in right near the high school there. So that is the type of stuff we've got to go after, Amy, as far as, again, we're about pollution fighting, air, water, land, food. We have to protect those, and that's going to be the focus.